Very good afternoon to you. Welcome to this edition of Lunchtime News here on MTV Sports with News First. I'm Shahan Jarangpati, your news anchor for the afternoon. Here are headlines. Sri Lankan permanent mission to the UN in Geneva says the UNHRC was split on the issue of Sri Lanka. Protests against Sri Lanka in Tamil Nadu affect Indian tourist industry. Kevin Rudd has ruled out any return to the Australian Labour Party leadership. For those stories in detail, issuing a media release, a Sri Lankan permanent mission to the UN office in Geneva notes that the vote on the US-sponsored resolution on Sri Lanka at the United Nations Human Rights Council highlights the increasing divide within the UNHRC. Yesterday, the UNHRC adopted Resolution 19/2, which was sponsored by the United States and 41 other co-sponsors.
13 countries voted against the resolution. 8 countries abstained from voting, while 1 country did not participate in the vote. According to the permanent mission to the UN office in Geneva, 22 out of 47 UNHRC members refused to support the US-sponsored resolution on Sri Lanka. It notes that the resolution received the support of 24 countries, inclusive of USA, and 13 EU and EU aspirant members. Speaking after the vote on the resolution, Presidential Special Envoy on Human Rights Minister Mahinda Samarasinghe has said that it has been evident that the Council is divided over the issue of Sri Lanka. He added that the countries that supported Sri Lanka had expressed their serious opposition to the highly selective and arbitrary process of bringing forward this resolution. They had also noted that Resolution 19/2 was ill-conceived and unwarranted.
A large number of individuals, including students, have been arrested following protests held in India alleging that India did not propose amendments to the US-sponsored UNHRC resolution on Sri Lanka and that the Indian government did not appear on behalf of the rights of Tamils.
According to Indian media reports, a large number of people have also been hospitalized after police assaults during the protests. 35 student protesters were arrested following a protest staged in Nugambakam. Meanwhile, Indian media also reported that 30 individuals were hospitalized after police assaulted a protest in Punamali, India. A group of Tamil refugees from Myanmar had also taken part in the protest.
Meanwhile, the Tourist Board of India says that the number of Sri Lankan tourists entering the country has reduced due to the protests launched against Sri Lanka in Tamil Nadu. The board said tourist arrivals from Sri Lanka reduced by 15% during the period from February to March. Executive Director of the Indian Association of Tour Operators, Gaur Kanjilal, said that the number of tourists travelling from other countries have also reduced as a result of the tense situation in Tamil Nadu. He added that the slashing of 50 Sri Lankan Airlines flights has also contributed to the fall in tourists. He notes that this has affected both India and Sri Lanka. Earlier, the Sri Lankan government issued a travel advisory alerting the Sri Lankan nationals to be vigilant when travelling to Tamil Nadu. A group of individuals that fled the country during the war returned to the island yesterday. Our correspondents said that the refugees were repatriated with the assistance from the Office of the UN High Commissioner for Refugees.
This group of individuals had fled to Tamil Nadu on fishing vessels from the Mannar area. They had been housed at a refugee camp for 25 years. According to our correspondent, the group of refugees who returned to the country consisted of 28 persons, including 13 children.
In other local news, the National Movement of Electricity Consumers points out that according to the proposed changes in electricity tariffs, the domestic group using less than 90 units of electricity will be subject to the largest increase in electricity tariffs. They stress that the Public Utilities Commission should focus their attention in this regard. The National Movement of Electricity Consumers, which brings together 110 electricity consumer unions, expressed these views at a press briefing which was held in Colombo yesterday.
ලක්ෂ 42ක් ගෘහස්ත පාරිභෝගිකයෝ ඉන්නේ. මේ ලක්ෂ 42කින්
There are 4.2 million domestic consumers. 45% from this, which is nearly 3.6 million, use below 90 units. The electricity bill for those using less than 90 units will increase by 60%. The electricity bill for those using about 800 to 900 units will be reduced. A person using 90 units currently gets a bill of 1,100 rupees. After the proposed tariff increase, this will increase to 2,200 rupees. It increases by 1,100 rupees. The Public Utilities Commission has called us to express views in this regard on the 4th of April. We will forward our suggestions and attempt to change the proposed electricity tariff revisions.
කොමිෂන් සභාව කැඳවලා තියෙන අදහස් දැක්වෙනවා. අපි එතෙන්දිත් අදහස් දක්වලා අපි පුළුවන් තරම් උත්සාහ කරනවා මේ ගාස්තු ක්‍රමය වෙනස් කරගන්න, මේ යෝජනාව පරාජය කරන්න.
The Department of Railways has commenced a special train service in lieu of the Adams Peak pilgrimage season.
Superintendent of Railways L.A.R. Ratnayaka noted that this special train service will be in effect from the 31st of this month. The special train service will ply from the Colombo Fort Railway Station to the Nanoya Railway Station and back again. According to the Superintendent of Railways, the first train will depart from the Fort Railway Station tonight at 7:20 and will reach Nanoya by around 1:10 a.m. It will then depart from Nanoya 3:10 a.m. and reach Colombo by 9:50 a.m. Ratnayaka added that plans are being drawn up to launch a special train service in lieu of the Sinhala and Tamil New Year as well as the upcoming school holiday season.
Still in local news, 15 individuals suffered injuries when a private bus collided with a tipper carrying sand in the Valewata area in Ambalantota. Now, according to our correspondent, the accident occurred at 7:30 a.m. According to the police, the bus was plying from Angunakola Palace to Ambalantota. The injured were admitted to the Ambalantota hospital. Majority of the patients were later transferred to the Hambantota hospital. The police noted that the injured are not in a serious condition. The Ambalantota police is conducting further investigations into the incident. On to sports news, the 50th annual big match encounter between Isipatana College Colombo and Thurston College Colombo began today at the SSC grounds in Colombo. The match commenced under the auspices of President Mahinda Rajapaksa, who is an old boy of Thurston College. Now, the match is played for the Beckham Vijayawardena Trophy for the 50th time. Incidentally, it was President Rajapaksa who called for the toss. Thurston College Colombo, who won the toss, invited Isipatana College to bat first. Now, Isipatana College were 90 runs for the loss of 2 wickets a short while ago. And that's your lunchtime news bulletin. For News First, I'm Shahan Jurangpati. Goodbye and take care.